are so focused on the world's validation. And now that you're going through a time period where you're not being validated, you're now going through a change. You're wanting to now change who you are because you're not receiving that same validation. Now, I don't know who I'm talking to, but I know that speaks to somebody, because so many of us are truly strengthened from validation. And hopefully that validation is coming from God. I'm excited to get into this word with my brothers. I don't know why I went there, but God sent me there. And so going into this word, Ecclesiastes 8.
How wonderful to be wise, to analyze and interpret things. Wisdom lights up a person's face, softening its harshness. Obey the king, since you vowed to God that you would. Don't try to avoid doing your duty, and don't stand with those who plot evil. For the king can do whatever he wants. His command is backed by great power. No one can resist or question it. Ecclesiastes 8, 1-4. Thoughts?
For me on this, it says how wonderful it is to be wise. And you see this time and again through the Bible, where it's a blessing to be of God and where it is to be wise, in Genesis 40, when it comes to the interpretation of dreams, when the cupbearer and the baker are they're in prison, or in prison, they get thrown in prison, and it shows that, if you're to be able to sit back and analyze and interpret things, to be able to take your thoughts, your questions to another person who is of God, and that's where God's really been speaking to me lately. You know what I mean? It seems like I just sort of line myself up for failure, taking any sort of biblical question to someone who obviously clearly is not of God.
My understanding of wisdom's like being able to see the reality of the world, actions, consequences, like being able to see the reality of the world, the decisions you make, and how that impacts the world. And then, when you can see it clearly and the right decisions to make, there's a certain level of peace with that.
Man. Hey, that was dope. God got me. God got you.